This is a nothing burger. Welcome to another video. Welcome to the channel. Now, I'm pretty sure many of you have heard this controversial news floating around, especially in right-wing circles. It says Adele slammed for telling gender-neutral award show she loves being a woman. And everybody on the right and a lot of people have run with this story that Adele has said the most controversial thing and is totally being slammed by people from the left, woke revolutionaries and SJWs because everything woke turns to ish. Now, while I would agree with them that everything woke turns to ish, when it comes to this particular story, it's a nothing burger. It's an absolute nothing burger, and they ran with it. So, in case you don't know, I think 2 nights ago was the night of the British Awards. And the British Awards, they turned all the awards into, because they want to be inclusive, into gender-neutral awards, I think. So, when they were giving Adele the Best Artist of the Year, usually they had 2 categories where they have a category for male and a category for female. But because they want to be more inclusive, they decided to make it a gender-neutral award, and as she collected the award, she said this.
Well, the name of this award has changed, but I really love being a woman and being a female artist. I do. I'm really proud of us. I really am. Thank you so much.
Now, as you can hear from that clip, a lot of people praised her and cheered her. Why? Because, of course, love being a woman and love being a female artist is a feminist statement. And so she made a feminist statement, and the woke revolutionaries are all about feminism. They support feminism, and they also support the trans movement as well as the LGBTQ movement and whatever you want to call them. Anyways, so this story popped up and a lot of people ran with this story saying, man, the left is criticizing Adele. And so me, as usual, I do my due diligence. I don't just jump into these things and start telling people because to me, it matters that I bring you the facts. That's what I'm concerned about when it comes to this particular channel. I don't have to be the first on the news. I'm sure it's not getting me much views, but at least I will bring you the truth. So basically, I did my due diligence. I read this story and I was like, who are these people that are actually criticizing Adele? And guys, I was searching the internet trying to find them. I found nothing. Until one particular woman posted the very same people that have been recirculated in every story you check, every story you read, it's always these same 3 people. So I decided to screenshot them and send them to myself so that we can all have a look at the people that we are talking about. So the first person, it's not a blue check mark. It's not a Twitterati person that is popular for doing anything. It's just some random person, some random name saying Adele is disgusting. Saying she loves being a woman at a gender-neutral event is a slap in the face of the organizers and stinks of TERF malcontent. No one cares about your cis privilege. Ooh, burn. They really stuck it to her. So I don't know if this person is fabricated or whatnot, but they're trying to make this new term. They're trying to make it flow. I don't know if leftists are going to fall for this and then start running with it, but this new term, they call it TERF. I think it's called Trans-Exclusionary Radical feminist, right? So that's the term. So this is the first one, and it's been circulating, and they were using this as an excuse to write a story. So the next one they talked, they also stated in all of these stories, you're going to see the consistency in all of these stories was this guy called Poomph, said, who'd have thought hashtag Adele was a transphobe and would use a platform to call for the destruction of trans community, especially the confused teenagers. You're going to see this on Newsweek, on the news, or New York Post and whatever. Most of these people that want to run with any story that they can find. This person is a nobody. We don't know who he is. He's not even blue check mark. So why should it count? This is the number 2 person. And you can search the internet as much as you like. These 2 people are the people that you're going to see consistently coming up on all the stories. And the third one is Paul M. Rodriguez Jr. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? And he says, lost a lot of respect for Adele. Wish her the best of luck, but will not spend a cent on her music. And what sucks, I really liked her. Sad, but life goes on. TYVM, whatever that means. I don't know. People are just coining up new terms here and there. So to me, this is an absolute nothing burger. But a lot of people from the right, I think, fell for this. And a lot of people started responding to this because, you know, it's a story and they want to capitalize on it to make certain points. And while I support the point that they're making, this story is still a nothing burger. So, Millie, blue check mark, probably somebody who's a center person or somebody who has any brains in their head, you know, but can't actually see that these statements, they're a troll, came out to say, hopefully anyone who had any doubts that we are in a grip of a harmful ideology will have their eyes fully opened by seeing how controversial it has become for a woman to say, I love being a woman, because this is what they're saying that Adele is being criticized for. But these are the only three people who are not even a blue check mark criticizing Adele, if they actually really exist. You know, they do this on the right all the time, so they're doing it on the left. Or they do this to the right wingers all the time. I think this is a chance for the right wingers to also do it to people on the left. Another person who's actually center, I don't think he identifies as a right-leaning person or conservative, is Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan said, absolutely shameful. How dare Adele have the brass neck audacity to ignore gender-neutral bullish and take pride in being a female. She's clearly an evil TERF who must be cancelled immediately. Now, of course, he was being sarcastic with the statement that he made. He made this statement in support of Adele, you know, referring to the same story from New York Post and news.com, you know, referring to that same post. And Sonia Paulton, these are blue check marks who are probably center or right-leaning, said the same thing. He said, a man says he loves being a woman, and people applaud the cheer such progression. A woman says it, and people take offense. That is where we are. Hashtag Adele. So all of these people are rallying to support Adele. And I did my due diligence, like I said. I did go on Twitter and I found no leftists, no main key leftists, no woke revolutionaries actually criticizing Adele, other than these three people who I feel are a bogus people. So in as much as I support the point that these people are trying to make, because in the reality, you cannot be a feminist and also be an ally to the trans movement. It doesn't happen, because the trans movement is gunning for a genderless society. And if we have a genderless society, it simply means there are no women and there are no men. And if there are no women and there are no men, it means there is no feminism or masculinity. So toxicity of masculinity disappears. The toxicity of feminism disappears, because we're all one and the same. And so women, you can no longer argue about your gender pay gap. You can no longer argue that men are patriarchal, because we're all the same. If a man is patriarchal, it means you're patriarchal, because you can decide to be a man and a woman at any freaking time. So in as much as I support these guys and what they're saying, and this is where I stand, that, you know, most of this leftist movement, they conflict with each other. They can't roll. And the way leftists think is that everything is mutually exclusive. If you're a fat person that tries to lose weight, they will criticize you, just like they did Adele back in the past, where they criticize her for losing weight. I mean, people are still posting some of her photos of how she looked in 2016 and how she looked now and whatnot, that she lost a lot of weight and that she's fat phobic as a result. Well, that's how they stand. That's where they stand. They always criticize it. They're telling you things are mutually exclusive. If you're a heterosexual and you're proud of being a heterosexual, they say you are transphobic. If you try to lose weight, they will say you are fat phobic and whatnot. The criticisms goes on, and these things, they conflict with each other. Nothing is mutually exclusive when it comes to the left. But when it comes to this particular story, guys, when it comes to this story, it's a nothing burger. Anyways, you guys, let me know what you think about this whole thing. Whether this thing called TERF is going to take off, whether the leftists are going to adopt it and start attacking feminists with it, with the trans-exclusionary radical feminists. And if they do, well, I'll say welcome, feminists, because you guys set the web and you've fallen into your own trap. But let me know what you think. Do you really think that Adele is a radical feminist who is against trans people? Or do you think that, man, this is a nothing burger and this story is just absolutely insane in 2022? Comment in the comment section below. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, ding that bell for notification, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Now, until the next time that I catch you again, take care of yourself, stay blessed, and remember to think while it's still legal. Bye-bye now.